bottling your pineapple. Your pineapple kombucha. Alright, before you go into your kombucha brew, you want to taste your booch. This is not the usual way to bottle, because you can see I'm using the continuous brewer in this time. That's because this is the same brewer with the mothers in it in the video talking about cleansing a scoby. I'm doing the filming on the same day for that, so that explains why. So there's going to be a lot of yeast at the bottom of your continuous brewer, just like you see when you're fermenting your DIY scoby, and it actually gets to the point where it's super brown. So you're going to want to, so you can see, you're going to want to just stir it up. What first comes out, you can't really trust that as to how the rest tastes, because it's different in the where the tap is. Different brew. Yeah. Let's bottle. I've got here my pineapple. You'll see at the bottom of the pineapple jar, this might have been actually stirred now that I'm thinking about it already, that it does settle, because you're dealing with natural foods without any preservatives, and also some fiber in there because of the way you blend it, so it is going to settle. So you want to stir that up. After tasting it and tasting the pineapple, sorry I didn't do that on video, that's important, you got to taste, you understand, because not every pineapple is the same. So I'm just going to pour all that in there. Alright, give it a good stir around. I'm also cleaning this continuous brewer out. It's been a while. It's been maybe 2 months since I last done that. So because this pineapple is not as sweet and the kombucha is strong, but not very strong because it's porcelain, not oak. You need to taste and think to yourself, and I know this might sound kooky, and but just hear me out. That sweet sour is going to get a little bit more sour and less sweet when you bottle it. And when you bottle it, it's only going to have about this much oxygen in the neck of the bottle, and it's going to then self-carbonate. So you need to ratio it out with these factors in consideration. So with this, because it is tart and not assaultingly sweet, I'm going to add filtered water, which means that down the line, when you're more accustomed to how kombucha should taste, you're going to be able to bottle before the final stage of the kombucha, turning to what we call the living vinegar stage, the kombucha vinegar. Alright, now let's taste that. You've got to stir it. Just those few sips I had earlier of the kombucha, I can really feel it. It feels great in my belly. Vinegar is very, very healthy for the body, and we're making it super tasty. Okay, again, just give it a rinse. Okay, so you don't use the first bit because that's what's in the spigot. I love it. All right, let's bottle. When you're pouring, this is good. As you're pouring, there's air that mixes with the kombucha. Oops. Helping it to ferment. So oxygen with the Brettanomyces yeast helps for a better bubble. Well, that one's filling up. It wasn't all just kombucha, that was a lot of bubble in there, which is another reason why bottling this and making commercial is really hard to do when you're using real fruits. Gotta be small batch, gotta source local. Love it. Okay, so the bubbles, if you put it up against the light, let's do a clear bottle so you can see. There we go. Alright. You cap it. The benefit of doing this in the sink is get that kombucha off the top. You can take a cloth, paper towel with it, with a ratio of 1 to 3 distilled vinegar, and wipe the top. Or you can wipe the top with your hand like I just did. Alright, you seal it, and then you rinse it so that you have all the sugars off the outside so it doesn't get sticky and stays clean. Okay. You're going to need to stir if it takes a while to bottle. Remember the settling of the yeast at the bottom and the settling of the kombucha fiber, the pineapple fibers at the bottom is going to happen in your pot that you use to bottle. So you're going to want to stir it up so you get an even distribution.